Señoras, yes, señores, what I am about to expose to you will shake you to the core. The ANC, the same organization that once fought for your freedom and for your human rights, has betrayed everything they once stood for by crawling into bed with one of the world's most brutal, oppressive regimes, Iran. Smash that like button for the dawn if you're ready for the unfiltered truth about how our government has sold our souls to the Ayatollahs. We are exposing what mainstream media will not dare touch ever. This isn't just political alliance. This is nothing but moral bankruptcy of the highest order. The ANC has gone from liberation movement to accomplice of oppression. And every single South African watching this needs to understand the depth of this betrayal, because some of you don't understand. So let me put you on game real quick, because the bitter irony is sickening. The ANC spent decades fighting against a system that denied people basic human rights based on the color of their skin. They fought for women's equality, they fought for religious freedom, and they even fought for the right to speak truth to power. Now they are partnering with a regime that stones women to death for adultery, hangs gay people from construction cranes. Whoa. And then, that is crazy. And then shoots protesters in the streets for demanding basic freedoms as well. You know what I mean? Like, Iran's Revolutionary Guard, the same organization our military is now cooperating with, has killed thousands of Iranian citizens for the crime of wanting democracy. They've exported terrorism across the Middle East. They have funded proxy wars that have devastated entire nations, and they have turned their own country into a prison state. And the ANC's response: let's be friends and share military expertise. When General Rudzani Mapwanyash visited Iran's military facilities, he wasn't just shaking hands with fellow officers, he was legitimizing a military apparatus that exists primarily to oppress the Iranian people and destabilize the region as a whole. Iran's military leadership boasted about their valuable experiences they could share with South Africa. What experiences? How to crush peaceful protests, how to silence dissent, how to hang women for not wearing their hijabs properly, how to turn the military against your own citizens. The Revolutionary Guard that hosted our general is the same force that killed over 1,500 protesters during the 2019 uprising. They're the ones who beat, tortured, and murdered young Iranians whose only crime was wanting freedom. Our military leaders toured their facilities, smiled for photos like Liam Jacobs, and signed cooperation agreements with these butchers. And then they had the audacity to express solidarity with this oppressive regime. Here's what makes this partnership particularly disgusting. The ANC claims to champion women's rights while embracing a regime that treats women as property. In Iran, women cannot travel without male permission. Wow. They are arrested for showing their hair. Wow. They are beaten by morality police for wearing the wrong clothes. Young women like Mahsa Amini, I hope I'm pronouncing her name right, are murdered for minor dress code violations. Just small ones. The same ANC that celebrates Women's Day every August. The same South Africa that has the Blessed Virgin Mary as the patroness of this country is supporting a country that oppresses these women. Iranian women are literally dying in the streets, fighting for the same rights that South African women take for granted. You want to discipline your daughter, take her to Afghanistan under the Taliban or Iran. I give that advice all the time. But nonetheless, this isn't just about human rights, it's about money. You see, the ANC has sold out to Iran because they are financially desperate, and the Iranians are offering deals that come with strings attached. Iran needs legitimacy on the international stage as sanctions devastate their economy. South Africa provides that legitimacy in exchange for Iranian oil, weapons technology, and investment in ANC-connected projects. It's a devil's bargain where the ANC gets short-term financial relief in exchange for long-term reputational destruction. They are trading South Africa's moral standing and religious values for Iranian cash and oil. They sold out. The MTN Iran Cell Connection is just the tip of the iceberg. Iranian money is flowing into South African projects, Iranian technology is being integrated into our systems, and Iranian influence is growing across our institutions. Iran also wants the city of Twane. The ANC's Iran obsession is pushing South Africa towards international isolation. While the rest of the world imposes sanctions on Iran, we are deepening our partnership with them. Think about that. The United States, European Union, and other democratic allies are watching in horror as South Africa aligns itself with a regime they are trying to isolate, mi amigo. Every meeting between our officials and Iranian leaders makes it harder for international partners to trust us. We are choosing Iranian partnership over Western investment. We are choosing Iranian technology over democratic cooperation. And we are choosing Iranian legitimacy over international credibility. Nelson Mandela fought for human dignity, equality, and freedom. He was one of the people that started the ANC. He believed in justice regardless of race, religion, or nationality. He would be horrified to see the ANC partnering with a regime that embodies everything he fought against. Or would he? The ANC is destroying Mandela's legacy, one Iranian handshake at a time. They are turning South Africa from a beacon of human rights into a nothing but an accomplice of oppression. This isn't just political disagreement, good people, it is moral collapse. The organization that once inspired the world with its commitment to justice is now legitimizing one of the world's most unjust regimes. The ANC's betrayal of their own principles for Iranian money and support represents the complete moral bankruptcy of our ruling party. They have abandoned everything they once claimed to believe in for short-term political and economic gain, and for that cash stack, of course. But South Africans deserve better than a government that sells out to oppressive regimes. We deserve leaders who stand with the oppressed, not their oppressors. The ANC's Iran sellout isn't just bad foreign policy, it is a betrayal of every South African who believes in human rights, who believes in democracy, who believes in moral leadership. When Iranian protesters are murdered in the streets while our government signs cooperation agreements with those very same people and their killers, we've lost our moral compass completely. Tell me if I'm telling lies. If this expose opened your eyes just a little bit even to the ANC's moral bankruptcy, subscribe to The Dawn and help us reach 10K. Share this truth because South Africans deserve to know how their government has betrayed everything we once stood for. The revolution betrayed its own revolution. Let's get this channel to 10K subs. I'll be posting more consistently here. This is from The Dawn. And like always, mi amigos. I'll see you next time.